Welcome back into the Community Forum, sponsored by the Black Contractors Association, Pat Gowdy, Cliff Sanford, raise your hand. Sponsored by the FOP, Dexter Cunningham. Sponsored by the Citizens to Save Jefferson County, Congressman Hilliard and William Muhammad, and also please acknowledge our Commissioner, Sheila Tyson.
Committee to save.
Yes, Committee to Save Jefferson County, my fault, thank you so much. Committee to Save Jefferson County. Committee to Save Jefferson County. We're going to continue on at this time. We're going to give the rules of engagement. Everybody, let's welcome our candidates this morning. This is going to be the flow of today's City Council Candidates District 6 and 7 forum. You will have 30 seconds to introduce yourself. You'll have 2 minutes to answer per question. 30 seconds warning given to alert you of time remaining. Alphabetical order of candidates to speak. We'll kind of mix it up a little bit, so don't be alarmed if I call on you out of order. 30 seconds also will be allowed for your closing statement. There will be no questions at this time from the audience unless I am authorized to do that. Also, we are going to have you all open up by saying who you are. I'm going to start that, and after that, before you start in questions, there will be the CSJC community agenda, and that will be handled by Mr. William Muhammad. Are there any questions? All right, y'all look good. Smile. Thank you. Today's streaming will be provided by First Impressions, Jarvis Escott, and also Marcia Forrest is also our coordinator, and also Ms. Sarah Beth Conkle will be our timekeeper. I'm Sheila Smoot, and I'm your moderator of the record of this particular forum. Thank you all community members for being here, and also thanks to all of you who are watching for giving us your comments. We do see them, but thank you also for taking your morning on a Saturday morning to be so excited about your community and the things they're doing and the voting that's coming up on August 26th. At this time, I would like to ask each candidate to introduce themselves, and we are going to start with District 6, Keith Williams.
Good morning, everyone in the audience and on Facebook. My name is Keith Williams. I am running for Birmingham City Council District 6. I'm a former neighborhood officer, vice president of North Titusville Neighborhood Association, founder of the nonprofit Great I Am Ministries Outreach International. I am a strong advocate in the city of Birmingham. That's pretty much it. Just here to engage with the people and making sure that whatever needs that they have, that I'm an advocate for them and get things done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. At this time, District 7, we'll start with Wardine Alexander.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Wardine Towers Alexander. I proudly represent District 7. I currently serve as the President Pro Tem of the Birmingham City Council. I want to thank the sponsors of this event today to give us this opportunity to talk to you about what we've done and what we want to do for District 7. I'm excited to share that information with you and look forward to the rest of the morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next candidate for District 7 is Lonnie Malone.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, Facebook, for joining us today. My name is Lonnie Malone. I am an IT engineer for the last 28 years. I'm currently serving as a cybersecurity analyst at Buffalo Rock. I'm married for 20 years, July 16th, so I have 4 beautiful children, Bridget, Blake, Bryce, and Barrington. I'm a community advocate, I won't say activist, but I've been in the community all my life, and I am happy to be here today. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for attending. We do appreciate it. We know you're busy. This is campaign season, so we thoroughly thank you, the body of record and the folks that are sponsoring this, for being here today at Greater Shiloh Baptist Church. All right, We'll now turn this over with questions to William Muhammad.
I would like to say from the Committee to Save Jefferson County, we thank you all for coming out and participating, and also we thank all of those who came out to be a part of this. Now, one thing I want to make clear, these are not questions, and if at any time in the past I made them sound like questions, then I apologize. This is the agenda of the Committee to Save Jefferson County. And when I say that, I mean that these are things that we support and that we're gonna do. We're not asking any candidates what you're gonna do or what you believe in. These are our things. We just want you to speak on them. So the first thing is, the city has passed 2 disparity studies. And so far, there has not been any implementation of the disparity study. I'd like to know what you feel about that.
You have 1 minute to answer each of his questions. It's like a fire round. So, Ms. Alexander, you will go first.
Yes, in 2022, the city did present to us the results of a disparity study that they had conducted. And of course, the findings were not a surprise. There was disparity by race, ethnicity, and gender. And a year later, they did come back to us and they have appointed a special project manager that is supposed to be looking at that and trying to implement some of the findings that they had in that study. So I support that study and that we go further with that study so that we can equalize what we're doing as far as equity within those.
30 seconds. You have another 30 seconds. Would you like to take it?
Well, I would just say, and we want to be sure that we equalize and bring parity to those areas where we see those discrepancies or where we see those lapse in people being able to get those jobs.
Mr. Malone.
I support it, but also we have one since 2022 and it's 2025. What are we waiting on? Why did it take so long? I think we need to become more loud about things when it comes to the Black community. As being a 69 now, I think, % Black community, I think we need more. We're tolerating. We know that there are disparities in this city. We know that. So why not do something? We got people that are hurting. We got babies that are struggling. We just heard about the school system.
30 seconds.
Now, what about the adults? What about Winona? What about Raleigh? What about Ensley? What about West End? What about Eastlake? We got concrete barriers blocking off citizens in an American city. You know, that's not what we're supposed to do in this place. So I support it, yes.
Thank you so much. Point of clarity for your microphones. Do not hold it at the bottom. That's where you're getting a little bit of static. But that's from the audio engineer. Thank you so much. So hold it in the manner you can, if you please. Thank you so much for that answer. Mr. Williams.
We're very well abreast on that study, and I definitely support it. But here's the thing. You have to have what's the problems of what's going on in the city of Birmingham in writing. I do believe that. But what's the point of having a disparity study in writing if we're not implementing it, if we're not putting money and resources to where in communities where the study says that people of color, minorities have been marginalized.
30 seconds.
So if we're going to have a study, then we need to put dollars and resources in communities that's going to help those that are marginalized.
Thank you. Mr. Muhammad.
Yes, the Committee to Save Jefferson County believes that Birmingham should look into annexing surrounding cities for growth and economic development. What's your opinion?
We are going to start with Lonnie Malone.
First, I think you need to annex District 7 into it because there hasn't been a mayor yet that comes to District 7 and said one plan that they're going to do for us. So until we get Birmingham and our areas done correctly, and no, I understand Lipscomb could be perfect for it, midfield, somewhere in midfield or maybe Bright, but until we get District 7, we have flooding, we have houses not being built, so I think we need to take care of home first.
Ms. Alexander.
Yes, I do agree that annexation does come with cost. It comes with goals and objectives that must be met. I've lived in this area for most of my life. And so I remember when Roosevelt City was annexed into the city of Birmingham. I was a student at Winona High School. And so we've definitely seen that we continue to struggle to bring us up to the same level as those residents were already living in that city, in the city. It does come with costs. Again, it comes with goals and objectives. I don't feel at this time that we need to
30
take on
seconds.
any other areas. We need to build and grow in what we have and what we can have in District 7 and the city of Birmingham.
Mr. Williams?
Before we start talking about annexation, we need to take care of home first, because there are a lot of things in Birmingham that are going on that are not being taken care of, at all. We got crumbling infrastructure. We got, we got people that are in need. They are not socioeconomically, they are not being, addressed. So before we talk about annexation, we need to get Birmingham in line first. And then we need to weigh the cost of annexing another area to see if
30
Birmingham will
seconds.
be able to take on the responsibilities in annexing another part of Jefferson County.
You have 20 seconds. Would you like to take the rest of your time?
No.
Thank you. Mr. Muhammad?
We have the police budget surplus because we have a lack of officers. I'm estimating that surplus could be somewhere around $24 million. Dexter is here, he probably can give me a better figure than that. But the question is, or the point is, we feel that none of this salary surplus for police should be used for nothing except public safety. What's your opinion?
Let's go with, go ahead, Ms. Alexander.
Well, I'm definitely in agreement that we should utilize the resources that we have to build a better and a unified and a well-manned police force. That is why, as a city councilor, I did support the $14.1 million that was recently used for recruitment and retention. I feel that that money also should be used. As president of the city council, I did serve on the pension board, and so I feel that that money should also be used to ensure that we have a pension that will last for our officers. So I do
30
see using
seconds.
those resources. Thank you.
Would you like to take your additional 30 seconds?
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Malone.
I believe that the funds that are allocated for the police should stay there. I know I was told that within 6 months, if they're not used, it could be moved to other departments, which makes no sense to me, because if I'm not fully trying to find police officers, I know they were starting to defund them around 2018, in which now we are short, and we're extremely short. So we need to keep that funds and then do a real search for law enforcement, not just on the back of a police car saying we're hiring, but to actually get out there and find out what other cities like Baltimore and Chicago are doing. So please keep the funding to the department where it's supposed to go once it's allocated.
Mr. Williams.
That money should be earmarked for public safety and public safety only. Not only for the retention and recruitment of police officers, but to also implement, we need to talk about intervention, prevention, and interruption. And some of that money can be used for that, because there are scientific methods of addressing this. One of them is called the cure violence model, where you have trained individuals that go in and they provide wraparound services related to the root cause of crime. So that's what I think that surplus should go to.
Would you like to take the rest of your time?
No.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad.
We are in favor of Birmingham Southern colleges in the black community, and we're in favor of the city working to help develop that into a HBCU. What's your thinking on it?
Mr. Williams.
Not only do I agree with that, but that campus should also be open to anyone that it should also be a workforce development hub, to where young people and adults can come in, they can be trained for an on-demand career field where they can walk in, get trained, get certified, and walk into a high-paying job. So not only do I agree with what you're saying, but we also should extend it to the outside, community, so that they
30
can get
seconds.
trained for a well-paying job.
Mr. Malone.
I know that it was supposed to be a combination of different HBCUs, but I didn't think one person ever went to Clark or Spelman or Morehouse, because I know they share buildings in Georgia. So why didn't they do that in Birmingham with Miles and A&M? And I know A&M had offered $65 million, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, they had up to $100 million to actually to buy the building and fix the rental and also pay off their debt, Birmingham Southern's debt. So I don't know why that didn't take place.
30 seconds.
I know Miles is private, but that's the same thing as Birmingham Southern. If they couldn't afford it, private is a little different. I think Tuskegee is the only state plus private, so they can get government money. So I think that we need to go back to the board and find out who can actually afford it, so it won't become another Caraway in our beautiful city of Birmingham.
Ms. Alexander.
Well, as the proud daughter of my father attended Miles College, I have a granddaughter that attends Tennessee State University, so I fully support HBCUs. I believe the question, or what needs to happen next, is that we need to go back to the board of trustees and those leaders of Birmingham Southern College. We had two very fine institutions, Miles College, Alabama State, as well as Alabama A&M, that wanted to form a consortium and put that in that campus, that beautiful campus that sits idle. They had the money, they had the opportunity. We need to be putting pressure on those leaders that are left at Birmingham Southern. Why won't they give us a level playing field to bring this to Birmingham? Thank you.
Mr. Muhammad.
Okay. At one time, the street and sanitation department used to be the biggest department in the city. We were told that it had over 3,000 employees. And today, the figures are somewhere around 1,500. We feel that the city should have a full employment program, that all of those jobs that are empty down there, that turn into a salary surplus, so folks can build a stadiums in our city, and then build places where they have concerts in our city. We feel like that money should go to hiring people who live in Ensley, who live in West End. What's your thing?
Let's start with Mr. Malone.
As I'm knocking doors, people are basically asking for basic city services, meaning that we don't have enough people to do. We went from 2 a week to 1 a week. I'm a family of 5. My garbage is full, you know, and to wait for a whole week in the summertime, can you imagine? You know, we know. So I think that they were furloughed right after COVID sometime, but even they furloughed them after the government was giving out $900 a week. They could have furloughed those people then, but you know, so go back and get those people and then hire what we need.
30 seconds.
At your job, you know how it is. If you're struggling because you don't have enough help, you're going to want your manager and your leadership to do something. Birmingham deserves better.
Mr. Williams.
So as you may or may not aware, in fiscal year 2021, Birmingham had a $63 million shortfall, if I'm not mistaken, and they furloughed a lot of people, the libraries and public works. And so that's why we're short. The city never, rehired them, because I believe at that time there was a hiring freeze. And so we need to bring those people back, because that's why they're behind in everything that they're doing relating to public works, whether it's, cutting grass, or if it's picking up trash.
30
That's
seconds.
why we're short. So we need to bring those people back. And furthermore, we need to restore the 1 day a week trash pickup to twice a week.
Ms. Alexander.
Yes, thank you very much. What both of the candidates have spoken about is very true, and I agree. We have cut staff, we've cut services, and if I was queen for a day, we wouldn't have it like that, because we need to understand, though, how we are structured. As a city councilor, we can't change one of those moves or what's going on currently for something called the Mayor-Council Act. So what I need you all to do, and each of us need you to do, is put some pressure on our state legislature. We have created a
30
system,
seconds.
strong mayor, weak council. We need you to change that so that we can bring the changes that we want to make in each of our districts. Thank you.
Mr. Muhammad.
Okay, that was very apropos to bring me to this next point. We believe in no rubber stamp council. How do y'all feel about that?
We're going to start with Mr. Malone.
Absolutely not. I've never been a rubber stamp, nor do I believe that, because that can be one of the most dangerous things that can happen in our community. Right now, we just lost the Waterwork Board. They're getting ready to take over the police department. So if you don't have anybody that's fighting, I'm not against any mayor. I'm not an argumentative person. But the mayor council that has the people, city council and mayor. It does not have the mayor that way. And anybody who is drunk with power, you know they would never give up power. It does not, it happen that way. So you have state representatives, you have
30 seconds.
anybody that's in leadership that is not fighting for that is not for the people. The mayor the city council needs their own mayor, their own lawyers, and they need that mayor council that redone.
Mr. Williams?
Let me make this perfectly clear. I do not work for the mayor. I do not work for any city council. I do not work for corporations or special interests. I'm an independent thinker. I can think for myself. First of all, I'm accountable to God, and I'm accountable to the people.
Ms. Alexander?
Well, I'm in agreement that we don't need groupthink when it comes to dealing and working with others in positions. And as members of the council, we need to build relationships. And I believe in relationship building. And it's not always about a fight. It's about coming to a consensus, learning how to agree to disagree, and to stay on task what you feel is best for your district.
Point of just clarity, Mayor Council Act, when Arrington was in office, and then again at Bell and so on and so forth, the Mayor Council Act, there was a time, and as some of you in this room, I do like to take you a little bit back to Eddie Blankenship when he was president of the city council. And your council of record here in this district was Councilor Alexander, and you have several here. And the mayor council, and this is my journalism skills coming out, because I covered City Hall. And the city council was very, very, very strong and was able to maneuver at a drop of a pen. So that legislatively changed in another administration. So just in case you're wondering, what is this Mayor Council Act and why is it so hampering? That was not always the case. Therefore, there could be a case to change it depending on how that works. And I thank you all for explaining that and having a passion on that. Mr. Muhammad.
Okay, I just want to say that the Mayor Council Act is on our agenda for the state elections. And we're going to work on that because it's being used, either it's misunderstood or it's being misused to have council members thinking that they have no power but to do whatever the mayor asks for. The council before this one, Shiloh was on that council. They voted, they would not pass a budget. They would not pass a budget unless they could negotiate with the mayor. And it kind of started under them. William Bell was the mayor. So they had, all you got to do is get 5 votes together that's going to serve the people. And then if you don't pass a budget, then all they do is use the one from the last year. But you make a statement that you represent the people and you're not a rubber stamp to the mayor. I just want to say that. But this is my last question, and I'm going to turn it over to Sheila. We are in support of increasing city retirees' pension. What's your feelings on that?
I will start with Ms. Alexander.
Well, as I stated earlier, as president of Birmingham City Council, I did serve as the chair of the firemen and policemen's pension. And the mayor serves as the chair of the employees' pension. I would like to see an opportunity. I'm a retiree, not of the city of Birmingham, but I'm a retiree of a pharmaceutical company, and I look for that money each year. I have not, though, since I've been retired in 2017, we've not received any type of bonuses or raises within that system. So I'd like to look critically at opportunities to give those raises and support those employees for the work that they've done for the city of Birmingham.
Mr. Williams?
It was twice in recent years that the Fitch credit rating report, which reports on the financial condition of the city of Birmingham, stated that the reason why the credit rating went down was because for years the city of Birmingham had not adequately funded the pension fund. So we definitely need to revisit that because I value our city employees. And in order to retain them and make sure that they are
30 seconds.
taken care of, then we need to take care of our city employees. Therefore, we should make sure that the pension is solvent, making sure they have enough money.
And Mr. Malone, District
Absolutely.
7.
Absolutely agree that it needs to be looked at and properly raised to today's standards. I know the minimum wage hasn't been raised since 2009, and we're in 2025. So yes, you're out there in this hot sun, no matter what you do for a living. I don't care if you're just picking up paper in the hallway. You come to work every day, you deserve to be adequately paid. So please, really look into that, whether I make it or not. If Councilman Alexander makes it, please look into that because people are struggling today. And it's only getting worse because new tax laws are being passed
30
for the
seconds.
rich and not for us. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Mr. Muhammad, is that your final statements? Okay. Thank you very much. And that was the agenda for the Committee to Save Jefferson County. So that's their agenda. Thank you for answering their questions of record. At this time, we want to switch a little bit gears. It's going to be some questions about what you want to do. One of the questions is, what types of programs would you advocate to get for your district only? Not South Side, not North East Side, your district and your district only. What are the things that you're going to do in your next term, or if you're elected, and to make sure that the residents get the services that they deserve with their tax-paying dollars? I'll start with you, Ms. Alexander.
Well, thank you. Since being in office and since 2018, I have formulated all of my goals and principles based on what I call the 3 C's. And one of those is community revitalization. And a component of that is workforce development. What I've already done is that I used $75,000 from the Unum Foundation to create a workforce development pipeline between Lawson State Community College and Buffalo Rock. And what that workforce development pipeline did, it trained individuals from the district who could go in and be able to be trained so that they would immediately qualify for jobs with livable wages, and they could go in and take those jobs. That's something I've already done to enhance and increase workforce development in District 7.
Thank you. Mr. Malone?
We have a 40,000 square foot building outside of Jones Valley. Why not get the black contractors to rebuild that building and make it an art center or economic development center? We have several things from Mary Dorr Center to where, I mean, there's so much to do in District 7 that needs to be done. I mean, just let's build something. Let's start there. Let's just do something. Yeah. I mean, so we got the parks that need to be redone. We have neighborhoods. Oxmoor Valley is getting ready to build 500 homes, but Raleigh hasn't had a home built since 1998. Jones Valley, West End, Green Acres. When are we going to get something built or refurbished? You can't really build affordable houses if a piece of 2x4 costs $10 a piece. You know, you got to find an economic that makes sense, and that's what we got.
Mr. Williams?
Number one, I would like to institute a program, because first of all, District 6, they said the average age there is 55, so we have a lot of older people there. So I want to take care of our seniors, because they have been the backbone of the community, number one. Number two, we have 15 acres behind the former Golden Flake building. I would like to advocate for development in that area. And then finally, you know, I'm been working with Navigate Affordable Housing Partners who have been putting income-based housing, you know, in Titusville. I would like to extend that through all the neighborhoods in District 6.
In the area of housing, you currently have your neighbors around you right now. This is for the audience and for point of clarity. There are 5,000 houses being built in Hoover right now by that administration. There are over 2,000 houses being built in Trussville. There are houses in Calera, that's Shelby County, Chelsea. There's McCullough, just got a brand new hospital and houses. You can't even get a house over there for under $450,000 so from there. And also, because I'm a licensed real estate agent, I know these points and facts. Gardendale, Fultondale, and then the Irondales, all the Dales are building. So just a point of fact, the largest home builder in your area of record is Signature Homes. Signature Homes, as a owner and operator, is one of the largest home builders in America and lives in the Hoover area, but graduated from Huffman High School and went to UAB. So you do have those folks in your midst with the Greater Home Builders Association, those people, but they're building elsewhere. Also, let's go back to the Mayor Council Act. It could be hampering, I guess all of you illustrated that. What would you do if you're elected in your next term or if elected for your first? What would you do for your district to make sure that that does not become the conversation of record, that it becomes the mandate of record, that because of that document, what else can you do outside of that document that can get done for your prospective districts? Mr. Williams, District 6, I'm gonna start with you.
That's where your neighborhood associations can come in. See, what I plan to do is create what is called a District 6 neighborhood association advisory council, where they would be at the table, with me. We would be, brainstorming solutions on how to get things done in District 6. This is a way for me to be accountable to the people, because your neighborhood associations should be the first line, of defense. Together we would make change in District 6.
Ms. Alexander.
What's been important to me while serving under the Mayor Council Act is to build relationships and find opportunities to bring change to District 7. I utilized over $1 million of ARPA dollars to bring the changes that my opponent wants to bring to 3 area parks in District 7. That is Oxmoor, Germania Park, and Wiggins Park. That money has already been allocated. Those changes have begun. I also used District 7 discretionary funds to enhance and improve the number of parking spaces that are in the Oxmoor Community Center. So it's looking for opportunities to adequately use discretionary dollars, and again, to build those relationships. We went outside, we found money. When we talk about train flow, when you came here today, often you're blocked by a train. We're using monies now where we'll be able to build a system where you will know before you approach that train track that train track is blocked and that you can't get through. So it's building relationships and adequately allocating the money that we have as part of our discretionary and other ARPA dollars.
Time. Thank you. Did I miss somebody? Did all of you answer that, Mr. Malone?
Empower the community. Get back out there and speak with the neighborhood communities. I know Valerie Abbott would take her money and discretionary funds and split it up between the districts. Why not do that between the 16 neighborhoods of Birmingham? I understand. Everything is just not fixed overnight. City council has some, they have to deal with that Mayor Council Act. But get out there and talk to the people. If they say, if I come to you and say, hey, if you vote, those people will start paying attention to you. Apathy is what got us down in our districts. And again, I said before, what mayor has ever come to District 7 and said what they are going to do for District 7? So without a vision of people, what?
Thank you. Here's your next question. Are you willing to support a budget that will increase Birmingham City Schools? Are you willing to support a budget that will increase and help Birmingham City Schools? We'll start with you, Ms. Alexander.
Well, as a past president of the Birmingham Board of Education and having been educated in Birmingham City Schools, of course I would want to see allocation, multitude of funds that could be used to enhance our Birmingham City Schools. We heard earlier from our school board members, they have many plus that they're dealing with right now. We see that the school system is advancing. I would like to see that we continue to support that, and again, that we do give funding so that we can ensure that our schools and our children are able to succeed.
30 seconds. Would you like to take your additional time? You're going to yield. Mr. Williams?
I definitely support that. It should have never happened in the first place when the city decided to cut funding for Birmingham City Schools during fiscal year 2021. That needs to be restored. Secondly, I think the council needs to work with the school board to enhance their vision for our scholars. And then finally, we also need to find outside, entities that will be willing to invest in Birmingham City Schools.
All right. Mr. Malone?
City council, school board, county commissioner, mayor need to get together and find out, ask a simple question: what's wrong? How do we fix it? This current administration has rarely ever given any money to the school system, zeroed out some in some years. Why not find out? I know that the school board, I think, got some money around COVID, and they was able to put aides into the school system, and that's when the class started going up. They actually had more help. You know, a teacher with 35 kids, or if it's 10 children still have 10 different personalities. You know, they still have to keep those kids in. So we need to get together as a collective and say, what is the problem? Okay, now we got it, let's fix it. We haven't done that in years.
Thank you. At this time, thank you so much for your answers on those questions. At this time, we are going to take a question from the audience and potentially one, if we have time, from Facebook. And I will rely on Mr. Escott to tell Ms. Marcia about that question. Is there any questions from the audience? Any question from the audience right here?
My name is Patricia Seekers, and I am the president of the Black Contractors Association. And I just want all of you to know that we can build a home. All we have to do is have the initiative come from the city. We can put up homes. Gowdy Construction, which is my company, we put up 21 homes through Birmingham Housing Authority in the Tuxedo area. Those homes that you see there are homes that we put up. If you look at the, I think it's the Woodlawn area, we put up homes in that area. Not only can we put up homes, we can refurbish homes. All we need is the opportunity. Now, you're always talking about bringing people into the city. You have help in the city. Use the resources. How do you feel about using the resources that you have in the city? And I'm one of them. So tell me what your thoughts are.
All right, let's go with Mr. Williams, and then Mr. Malone, and then followed by Ms. Alexander.
So here's what I believe. If you have people like this lady that is boots on the ground, is already doing the work, expertise in what they do, then why are we sending money to people and organizations and businesses that don't live in the city of Birmingham? We need to tap into the talent that we have in the city of Birmingham. And I don't know why the city's not having a conversation, with you, because if I'm elected, I'm coming to see you, okay, because we need you. We need you.
Mr. Malone?
Absolutely. I stood in a video in Raleigh, my childhood home, and it's an empty lot. Again, 40 empty lots in Raleigh, and they were told that your tax base is not big enough for us to do anything. What encouraging words is that to someone? If you can build an affordable home, hey, I need my roof done right now. Can you help me? You understand what I'm saying? We got to use our people that in our district. What have you done in Winona? What have you done in Grace Hill Heights? What have you done in Powderly? What have you done in Green Acres? We have so much opportunity. And I'm not bashing the current administration, because
30 seconds.
They are in a certain way that they have to, in the office they have to do. But if you are, we had 16th Street Baptist Church, they had $8 million. And I think a black company got 700 or 600 some thousand dollars out of each $1 million. Please make it make sense.
Ms. Alexander?
Well, here's what I've done. I dedicated $500,000 of ARPA dollars to bring the Jones Valley Rehab Program to District 7. This will take current homeowners, give them opportunity. It mirrors the critical repair program that already exists. These monies then will be used as a resource for current homeowners to use those funds to rehab their houses. This money will be used and allocated to local contractors. Minority contractors is my hope, and that's what our plan is.
30 seconds.
Also, when we talk about bringing work and construction, those renovations, almost $1 million that are going on in our 3 area parks, those will also be done by local contractors. And so the work is already being done from this particular counselor to bring those changes in the district. Thank you.
Thank you. For other clarity, many of the times in your zoning and your permitting departments, it's just such a struggle. Your first point of contact is rude, nasty. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want, and then you all say that, and you go down there, and we get tons, and I'm sure y'all gotten tons of complaints as well. And the people that are hired, that are supposed to be doing the work in the middle, in the bowel of the movement, down here and up here, but in the bowel of the movement where they make decisions, you can't get anybody on the phone, you can't get anybody at work, everybody's at lunch. It's a lot of things on customer service side, and then you can't get the information when you guys do these programs and that kind of thing. So with that said, what are the type of things that you would do to enhance the layers of service that are not given? How would you reverse that so that the people who, when you do these programs, A, the information gets out, and B, the person of record is serviced properly? There have been contractors for at least several years, over a decade, that said they will not build in Birmingham because they can't get through your permitting, or the people have been rude, or it's just a lot. And that's just any government you've been in. Some of you have been in these kind of situations. So what would you do to try to make the experience of the community better? And the last question, and you can take either one, is what kind of legislation would you push for District 6 and 7? What initiative would you push with your lawmakers to make it better for just District 6 and District 7? And you may answer both, or you can attack them at one time. Mr. Williams.
So being that in the Mayor Council Act, we can't really have a direct conversation with department heads and say, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. So we need to put pressure on the mayor. And this is where the neighborhood associations and the citizens, can come in. Stand with me and put pressure on the mayor. And if necessary, I'm going to the media, okay? I'm going to the media because people need to know the truth. So if that's what we have to do and stay in bounds with the Mayor Council Act, I'm willing to do what it takes to advocate for my people and making sure that resources and dollars are going to underserved communities.
Okay, next. Ms. Alexander.
I'm glad that I heard Mr. Williams talk about advocacy, and also go back and mention that as a city councilor, we do not direct any of the departments or any of the city services. But what we can do, we can talk to the mayor and require that we improve those services. Just recently, we established a new computer system that now allows for online banking when it comes to getting new business licenses. And this has made a significant improvement in the quality and the scope of the work.
30 seconds.
I, as a District 7 resident, I did have to go and advocate. We had a brand new company that came to the city. And when they went down to get their business license, they were presented with this type of behavior. And so this is why we've advocated to change the systems that we have, work with our customer service within our employees to improve those processes.
Thank you. And Mr. Malone.
First, with the community. What's the problem? I know with the county, you had to have exact change at one time. Who walks around with exact change when you don't know what the problem is? You understand? That's how things are happening with Jackie Smith. So with Birmingham, with the city, I have not had really bad experiences with the city. Now it is hard as heck to start a business in Birmingham. We tried to do a real business, and we had to run around to where we just
30
gave
seconds.
up. You understand? So imagine how many people in this city have given up because of that process. Streamlining. It's simple. What's the problem? A, B, C, D. All right, quit going from A to Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's how we fix things. We just got to go out there and find out what's wrong with the people. And that's what we need to start there.
In some areas in other governments, they have what is called central permitting. It's called one-stop shop. So you go, you don't go to this building, this floor, this person, this, it's all one-stop shop. And governments have been operating on that model for at least over a decade to several other decades. And that's on the record. Everything we're saying is on the record. Okay. At this time, thank you so much. Y'all did excellent. Y'all are a good group. Y'all are a good group. We are going to ask you to give your parting shot. Why should this electorate and these voters give you the opportunity to serve? And that last question, by the way, did come from our Facebook audience. I want to thank our Facebook audience for that last question as well. So we're going to start with you, Mr. 30 seconds. Thank you, Ms. Conkle. We're going to start with you, Mr. Keith Williams. Yeah, Mr. Keith Williams. We're going to start with you with District 6.
I'm in District 6. I'm known as Mr. Keith.
Mr. Keith. I almost said that, actually.
Yeah, at least they're young people. That's what.
Yeah, I almost said
Okay. So I am running because I want to breathe life into Birmingham's future. Because all of the problems and all of the issues that we're seeing is representative of dry bones. But I want to let you know that just because you have dry bones doesn't mean that Birmingham is dead. It needs leadership that is going to breathe life into those bones so that Birmingham can be a thriving city again. That's what the Birmingham Rising campaign represents.
30 seconds.
So how do we do that? Accountability that's rooted in action, community engagement that finds common ground, and transparency that educates, informs, and transforms. That's why I'm voting. Vote for Keith Williams, Birmingham City Council, District 6.
Thank you. You actually have 30 seconds. Thank you, Mr. Keith. All right, Mr. Malone.
When you open up the front door of your home, you drive through your district or your city, what has changed in the last 4 years? As I talk to baby sis, as I talk to Brother Hurtis, as I talk to Brother Glover, as I talk to Brother Lee, and all these different districts, and they tell me their problems. One guy, about 6'5", on his porch with tears in his eyes because somebody actually came and talked to him and took time with him. There's 99 neighborhoods, 23 communities. 16 of those make up District 7. And I'm asking you to let me be the one who advocate for you, legislate for you, pass a balanced budget for you on August 26th. Vote Lonnie Malone.
Thank you. Ms. Alexander.
Well, as I've told you, I've lived, been educated, and have worked diligently for District 7. I know that District 7 is not where we want it to be. I've seen changes in District 7 that have been plus and as well as been negative. But what I've done, I've stuck it out, been resilient, and worked with our neighborhoods. I don't get up and run and hide and leave the district and then come back into it. I've stayed with the residents, worked with the residents to bring about the change that we want to bring in District 7. I asked the residents to give me this opportunity. I don't need a learning curve. I already have boots on the ground. And I ask you to stay with me and work with me, and we will bring the changes that we want to bring to District 7.
Can we give it up for all of our candidates for showing up for the community and showing up and showing off and showing out for the community, even the ones, and I just want to thank you all as your moderator, but to this community and to this Facebook community, they would like to thank you too for just being, it gets tense out here, but trust me, it's been some other ones that have been way tense than this, actually. Y'all got it good. So thank y'all for giving your time today. It's been a pleasure and an honor to have you all here. And it is hard to get out there, and it's hard to serve. So we wish all of you good luck on August 26th. At this time, first of all, I just want to give it up for our sponsors for this community forum, the FOP, Dexter Cunningham had to leave. Also the Black contractors, Ms. Gowdy is here as well. Of course, the Fraternal Order of Police, I'm sorry, Dexter Cunningham is here. There he is. I'm sorry, DP. They're not scared. Well, they are the police. And also the citizens, or the Committee to Save Jefferson County. And with that, I'm going to ask Sheila Tyson to give us some parting words, and her mic is given to her. Thank you, Ms. Tyson. Commissioner. Yeah, please come up to the front, so we can get you on, unless you're gonna turn that mic. You want my sweater?
Thank you so much, Commissioner Snoop. I just wanted to thank them for actually coming to the panel discussion, but I did want to make a correction. The county do give the school system in Birmingham funds. District 2 have given over $5 million, and y'all know they have, to the school system in District 2. Yes. And we are building houses through Greenwood, right across from Lakeshore. That's 1,000 houses coming up. And I don't know, I think the council probably forgot. I got pictures right here of the development, and they will start building this year. They have already sold over 50 of the lots, and they're selling them every day. And I just want to just, and that we were in 2018, when me and Jackie Smith got there, they did not have a computer system to where no credit card machines. Right now, we got all of that. You can pay online, by app, scan, the ATM, and we do passports. So that was through Jackie Smith coming into office and District 2 partnership. So, it's things that is trying to, just looking up. So I just wanted to make some corrections since the county was brought up in the conversation. I ain't got nothing to do with this election, but I'm gonna take up for myself. I might have said, dog, don't wag their own tail. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Tyson. Are there any comments? I do want to acknowledge former Congressman, first Black Congressman since Reconstruction, Mr. Earl Hilliard, who also served in the legislature. Did you serve on the city council? No. Okay, you sort of did it because you were always there. But can we give it up for that? I mean, that is really a great thing. To all my candidates, you can leave your literature with Ms. Lewis at the back. Ms. Lewis, wave your hand. You can leave that with her, so it could be at the church. You are welcome to do that. And we want to thank, again, can we all give it up for Greater Shiloh Baptist Church, Dr. Michael W. Weston, who allowed us. The church does not endorse candidates. The church does not endorse candidates. This is a community church, so they do allow the community to utilize space when necessary for community events. Thank you again. Are there any other announcements or any other acknowledgments? Again, don't forget, this is a community forum. Do not forget to vote on August 26th in Birmingham and surrounding areas, but mainly this is about Birmingham District 6 and District 7. Thank you so much for your time today. We'll see you next time.